A few years ago, I decided that I was gonna dance every day for a year. And I gave up several times, but I just crossed year 3. Thank you so much for watching. This is one video I wanted to go not on script, just talking to you about me deciding to dance, trying to meet that goal, and I hope there'll be something really valuable you can take away from this. So I've always been pretty bad at dancing, but I always wanted to be good at dancing. I tried probably 5 or 6 times to really jumpstart that, and I'd always make it like 2 weeks or 3 weeks and kind of lose momentum. Life is busy, things are challenging. I was not very good at it, but it was this thing that just was always there that I wanted to accomplish. At that time, I was doing a skill per year and had decided that dancing was gonna be the next thing that I wanted to try, something I could finally, take on, conquer properly. And I decided to chart my progress, so I shot a little video of myself dancing and was like, oh, this is really bad. And really went after it hard. I tried all sorts of styles. I tried salsa dancing. I was trying tutting, hip hop, going to classes. I was really, really dedicated, doing it several hours a day, and had a lot of momentum, was trying to figure out what style I wanted to go with. And the 1 month period rolled around and I was like, all right, I'm gonna show people all the progress I've made. And I recorded myself dancing for like 30 minutes, 40 minutes, and looked at the footage and was like, this is really terrible. Like, it didn't feel like I'd made any progress at all. And at this point, I was going out and dancing and being social, so I felt just really embarrassed that I'd been dancing in public and that I hadn't made progress. I kind of felt like I'd wasted 60 hours or so of my time. And I stopped for over a month at that point. And I deleted the video. I didn't want anyone to see that thing. I also deleted the initial video before I had any experience, and just felt really discouraged and almost just like embarrassed in myself that I was that bad at something, if that makes sense. And there's one day I tried to pick it up, I dropped it again. It just felt like a waste. I was really busy. And about a month later, there was one night and I was just laying in bed and just remembering how many times I'd tried to start this and how many times I'd failed. I feel like most of the time when I was working on a new skill, it was something I was at least decent at or okay at, so I could make progress quicker, and I felt more eager to be like, oh, I've made a lot of progress in a month. I was good for 1 day in, I'm good for being at the 1 month point, and that made it a lot easier having like a natural ability and being proud of the level you were at based on when you started. And so I was lying in bed. I was realizing how many times I'd put this off and how frustrating that was. And I woke up the next day, put in 3 hours doing it, picked a style. I'd tried a whole bunch of different styles. I was a little bit drawn toward the popping animation, so I'm like, all right, that's the style. I'm gonna go with it. I'm not gonna get discouraged. I tried to be really smart with it. I focused on fundamentals. I did specific things every day. 2 months rolled around. I'm like, okay, I should video my progress. And I was like, this looks terrible still. I was really not happy with it yet. And I did a little better. I didn't delete it. I only clipped like 6-second bits that I was happy with and put them together. I deleted the 40-minute video I did, but it was at least some progress, and I was like, if I keep going, you know, maybe month 3, I'll be happy with it. Month 3 rolled around, I was like, basically every month I was frustrated. I felt like I should be a lot further than I was. It was around month 5 or 6, there was like little snippets that I was okay with or kind of liked. One of my friends encouraged me to kind of share this at 6 months. I really didn't want to or was nervous about that, but I wanted to wait till a year. But I decided to throw it out there and got really good feedback, and was not happy with where I was, but people really supported me, which I appreciate, and I got a lot better at trying to make it more about the journey and progress, which is something I'm still kind of working on. It's a challenge. You know, for the 1-year video, I did it like 300 times or something ridiculous. I want them to be as good as they can be, but I want to do that less because I want it to be more about the incremental progress rather than here's the best possible thing I can make it at 2 years if I do it 100 times or something like that. There's a lot of other things I've pursued that I had some ability in, that I made faster progress. But I think it's a little cooler finding something I didn't have a talent with and was really bad at and just wanted to learn, even though I felt like embarrassed or discouraged or just not in the mood a lot of times. I hope there's some useful stuff to take away from this. Setting an hour every day that I had to do it was really helpful, but it was also helpful that I just need to average 7 hours a week, because there would be times when, you know, you work from 8 to 5 and have networking from 5:30 to 11, and I'm not gonna be up till 1 a.m. dancing, but I could get in 2 hours on the weekend. And I think it was just having a goal, but not making it as much about the end game or overly impressing people. Just having that one vision and trying to be better than you were yesterday did bring a lot of joy as time went on, and it's now one of my favorite things to do, and I'm sticking with it. I'm working on a lot of other stuff, but this was one of the big ones I just tried like 7 times in my life to get better at, and finally made some really good progress and wanted to share that. Thank you so much for watching. I would really appreciate it if you subscribe and click the bell so you're notified when I do new stuff. I'm gonna be doing 1 to 2 videos a week, but definitely 1 every Tuesday, so please stay tuned. Leave comments, leave questions. I wanna help you with anything you're working on. Thanks again.